Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we will be reacting to the media tour. So basically, I found a video from Gamerscape. Thank you, Gamerscape, for allowing me to use this video in my video, where we're just going to pretty much look at the Reaper as I talk and go over where I think the Reaper is going and how good I think the Reaper is. I mean, spoiler alert, everything you see in this video, I love so much that once Endwalker is released, early access on the 19th, the Reaper will be my main job. But before we go ahead and get into this reaction of the gameplay of the Reaper, go ahead, smash the subscribe button, go ahead and like the video, go ahead, share it, and go ahead and stay tuned, because there will be another video up this Sunday. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Okay, like I said, thank you Gamerscape for the video. Let's go ahead and roll it. Let's make sure we got the high quality on real quick. Go ahead and turn it down a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Pretty much, first of all, let's talk about how this job looks. This job looks amazing. I can already see the in-game glamours on this job are going to be top-notch. It's got everything you want. Edgy, plus the weapon's just really cool. Now, from what we see on this hotbar, we don't see much hotbar bloat going on. It's pretty straight, simple, but that's not to say the rotation is going to be straight and simple like we see. Like, honestly, I thought from seeing Yoshi P's in the prior patch showcase, I thought there was going to be a lot of button bloat on this job. But from seeing this, I'm glad to say there's not really any button bloat that I can see. It seems like they tried to keep it down to a minimum. Like, if we pause it right here, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there's 22 abilities on his hotbar, max level 90. And that's just abilities from the job. Like, of course, I didn't count the other stuff, which is job actions, which all jobs will carry. Like, I only counted the actual job abilities. I didn't count the class actions, stuff like that. I didn't count them because I don't consider them, they're bloat, but oh, look at that. Like, look at that. Tell me the glamour possibilities on this job are going to be endless. This job looks amazing. Now, if we go back through, because it's only a minute and 31 seconds, like, it looks like we have a standard melee down here. It's up here. So it looks like we have a 1, 2, 3 combo. Okay, he teleported there, just showed teleport. I definitely don't think that's in the rotation. And then he goes straight back into the 1, 2, 3. Alright. I don't know if... Alright. Then he's using some... He's going straight back into the 1, 2, 3. Can we get some combo going? Alright. Alright, there we go. We use that. Now it looks like he used a GCD. Or OGCD. Alright. And then there's the transform. So if we watch this, his Shroud Gauge, I believe, has to hit 50 for him to activate his transformation mode. So right now he's building the Soul Gauge using standard abilities. Okay, now his Reaver Gauge goes up when he uses the blue abilities to a degree. Now he's... Okay, there we go. He has 50. So 50, and you can go straight into your enshrouding. And then you get these blue dots, which you get to spin. So what we just saw was amazing. I don't really know how much I can break down of it, but I'll try my hardest. And now let's get into the actual breakdown. I figured instead of watching the video over and over, let's get an actual breakdown. So here we have our combo and single targets. So we got a standard slice into a waxing slice into an infernal. That looks like our 1, 2, 3 combo. Now here's our single target combo. I'm guessing after Infernal Slice, you'll want to go into Shadow of Death and Afflict with an additional effect of Death's Design, increasing your damage dealt by 10. So that looks like a proc you're going to want to keep up. So you might want to do that. And all these abilities are increasing your soul gauge by 10. Except for this next one, Soul Slice, which increases your soul gauge by 50, and you have 2 charges of it. Okay, so that's going to be a charge. It's instant cast. All these are instant. Okay. This is earned at level 60, though, so this is definitely a later game skill. But this definitely seems good. Don't worry about the potencies, because the potencies will not matter. Everything's getting scaled down, so the actual numbers right now do not matter. And then we got the Harp, or Harp A. Deals an unexpected damage with the potency of 300, and it has a cast time. So that, I want to say, yeah, that is going to be our ranged attack right there. Has 25 yalms, I believe that YA stands for. I'm pretty sure it's yalms. But that's going to be our distance. Now, if we go into our AoE, we have Spinning Scythe, which delivers a potency of 140 at all. And like I said, let's not worry about the potencies, but also increases soul gauge by 10, which then combos into Nightmare Scythe, which does less potency, but if its combo is, it does more. But also, once again, 10 soul gauge. Then we have Soul Soy, or Sal, grants a Soul Sal to self, changing the action to Harvest Moon. Okay. So this becomes Harvest Moon, which becomes this. Alright. So we'll read about Harvest Moon here in a second. Then we got Roll of Death, delivers an attack potency of 100, and also afflicts Death's Design. So this ability, as well as this, will be our way to keep Death's Design. There's probably more ways to keep our Death's Design up, but we got to make sure to keep that up. That's what that looks like so far. Then we got Soul Scythe. Okay. Just looks like another AoE. Then we got Harvest Moon. Oh, this has got a decent potency from what you can tell, but it also drops off 50% to the all remaining enemies. So the first enemy will take 600 and then 50% drop off to the next one. Let's go to the utility. Let's go up. Now we've got Hell's Ingress, which is our dash. Okay, so we got Ingress, which is going to be our dash forward, and we got Hell's Egress, which is our back. Okay, so yeah, 15 yalms forward, 15 yalms backward. Pretty standard. So I'm guessing if you use this, it becomes Hell's Ingress, and you go back. Cannot be bound. Shows recast time. Okay. No, so they share the same recast time. That's pretty basic. Okay. Now we got the Arcane Crest. Grants Crest of Time borrowed to self, creating a barrier that nullifies damage, totaling up to 10% of maximum HP. Grants a duration of 5 seconds. Grants Crest of Time return to self and nearby party members with a radius of 15 yalms when the barrier is completely absorbed. Crest of Time return gradually restores HP, cure potency of 100, duration of 15 seconds. Okay. Pretty basic. Now we got Regress. Move instantly to Hell's Gate left behind by you. Okay, so we have Ingress and Hell's Ingress and Hell's Egress. Leaves behind a Hell's Gate at the point of the origin, grants you threshold. So we also have another one that'll be allowed to move instantly to the Hell's Gate left behind by you. So could I... Theoretically, I should go Ingress, Egress, and then if I walk away, I can Regrace. Okay. So that's... I don't know where I'd use these. Honestly, I see the utility of Egrace and Ingrace being very volatile. I think you could easily get yourself killed by using them abilities. But we'll have to really see where they're going to be used. Like, not really here to theory craft this quite yet. But if we look over here, we got the Soul Gauge use combo. Okay, so we got Gluttony, which goes straight into Gallows, which goes into either Unveiled Gibbet or Unveiled Gallows. Then we got Bloodstock, which goes into Gibbet or the Guillotine, which goes into Grim Scythe or Unveiled Gallows. Or, no, hold on. So if you do Gluttony Gallows, you get Unveiled Gibbet. Hold on. I'm so confused. So boom, boom, boom. This Bloodstalk suddenly becomes these. And wait, hold on. Does Grim Scythe combo back into Guillotine? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a little weird. From what I'm getting from this, you can Bloodstalk Guillotine into Grim Scythe, but you can also Grim Scythe into Guillotine. Okay. Wait, hold on. I just realized this. You can do Gallows, Unveiled Gibbet back into Gibbet, but you can do Gibbet, Unveiled Gallows back into Gallows. Okay. I don't know. That looks like that's going to be very hectic to do, but it's cool. Now we got an explanation of Soul Gauge, the gauge. This is the Soul Gauge. Red is going to be Soul Gauge, which goes into this, your Soul Gauge use combo. And then you have the Shroud Gauge, which goes into Enshroud, which is your transformation. But your Shroud Gauge use is going to go into, you're going to Enshroud, then you're going to do either Void Reaping, or you're going to do Grim Reaping. Then you could, from there, you can do Void Reaping into Cross Reaping or Grim Reaping straight into Lemure Scythe or Lemure Slice. Or you do Void Reaping, Cross Reaping into Lemure Scythe, Lemure Slice into Commune. Or however you say that. Into the last spell. This is our Execute, which definitely is going to be our strongest ability. And requires at least one stack in Lemure Shroud, which are the dots, I'm guessing. Yeah, it looks like the dots are Lemure. These cost Shroud cost, okay. Enshroud effect expires upon execution. Okay, so once you use this, you're no longer enshrouded. That's simple. Now let's go to our Immortal Sacrifice, which really is just utility, so it should really be up here, but whatever. Arcane Circle. Increases damage dealt by self and nearby party members by 3%. Okay. Grants Circle of Sacrifice to self and nearby party members. Duration 5 seconds. Grants Blood's own Circle to self 6 seconds. Blood Circle Sacrifice effects. When you or your party member under this effect successfully land a weapon skill or a cast spell, the Reaper who applied it may be granted a stack of Immortal Sacrifice up to 8. Duration of 30 seconds. What does the Immortal Sacrifice stack do? Okay. Then Blood's own Circle effect allows you to accumulate stacks of Immortal Sacrifice from party members under the effect of Circle of Sacrifice. Okay, it's basic. Plentiful Harvest delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you with a potency of 520. Once again, potencies don't really matter. Immortal Sacrifice costs 1 stack. Okay. Potency increases up to 800 as stacks of Immortal Sacrifices exceeds the minimum cost. Okay, so the more stacks, you have more than 1 stack, you get a bigger potency. Increases Shroud Gauge by 50. So theoretically, you can do this, get your Shroud Gauge straight to 50, and then Shroud. That could be very lethal. But I think that's all ability-wise. Let me check up and see if I can find just the traits. Okay, and we're back. And we have the traits here. I found them. Okay, so for traits, let's start with Soul Gauge. Allows for Soul Gauge accumulation upon landing certain actions or defeating enemies under the effect of Death's Design. So there again, we want to keep our Death's Design up because 1, Soul Gauge, 2, the increased damage. So no matter what, you don't want to let your Death's Design drop. Then we have Enhanced Avatar, which grants the effect of the Soul Reaver upon successfully landing Bloodstalk or Grim Scythe. Okay, so that pretty much just allows you grants the effect of Soul Reaver upon landing Bloodstock and Grim Scythe. So that's pretty standard, I guess. Is just it's gonna apply your Bloodstock and Grim Scythe are now gonna apply Bloodstock. Death Scythe Mastery increases potency of Scythe to 300, Waxing Slice to 140, Shadow of Death to 300, Harp to 300, Spinning Scythe to 140, Infernal Slice to 140, and Whirl of Death to 100, and Nightmare Scythe to 120. So that's just increasing potency of your moves. Hell's Gate trait. Upon executing Hell's Ingress or Hell's Egress, leave behind a Hell's Gate, grant threshold to self duration of 10 seconds. Hell's Ingress changes to Regrace after executing Hell's Egress, and vice versa. So pretty much, this allows you to have Hell's Gate left behind once you do Ingress or Egress. And then also, them abilities will, to keep Hotbar Bloat a thing, they're just going to change the button. So Egress becomes Ingrace, and Ingrace becomes Egress, vice versa. Tempered Soul allows the accumulation of charges for consecutive uses of Soul Slice, and Soul Scythe. Okay, maximum charge 2. So you probably don't want to get too many charges of Soul Slice. So you probably start out with 1, and then this you obviously acquire at 78, and then you get a second stack. So that's just increasing your charges for Soul Slice and Soul Scythe. Shroud Gauge. This unlocks the Shroud Gauge, which allows you to use Gimmick, Gallows, and Guillotine. Enhanced Arcane Crest. Grants Crest of Time returned to self, nearby party members. This effect is only granted when the Crest of Time borrowed barrier is completely absorbed. So pretty much you get Crest of Time borrowed, and then this, or your Arcane Crest gives you Crest of Time borrowed. This now unlocks Crest of Time returned at 84. Enhanced Shroud. Grants Void Shroud upon landing Void Reap, Cross Reap, or Reaping, and Grim Reaping. Okay, that just allows, once doing Void Shroud, you now get Void Reaping, Cross Reaping, and Grim Reaping at 86. And now we got Enhanced Arcane Circle. Completely different from the Crest. Grants Circle of Sacrifice to nearby, or to you and nearby party members upon executing Arcane Circle. 5-second duration. When the party member under this effect successfully lands a weapon skill or casts a spell, you may gain a stack of Immortal Sacrifice up to a maximum of 8. 30-second duration. Also grants Blood's Own Circle to self, allowing you to receive stacks of Immortal Sacrifice from party members under the effect of Circle of Sacrifice. Alright. So, that's all your traits. Now that we've seen the traits and abilities, we'll talk a little bit more in detail. So obviously, we've seen all the Reaper has trait-wise and ability-wise. We watched some gameplay of it. I personally see everything about the Reaper being amazing. It, of course, has some of the basics of a 1-2-3 combo like most melee, or all melees have. It's also got some measures to avoid button bloat. We love that. We don't want button bloat. We love that. Definitely looks like it's going to be more of a hectic job, but I'm actually up to the challenge. As being someone that plays Ninja right now, I'm definitely up to the challenge of seeing how this job plays. I'm 100% going to main this job all the way through the story. After that, we'll have to see how well I do as it. I really want this to be my main job, so I'm probably going to make it my main job. But we also have to look at the Sage. But with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you go over there and watch Gamer Escape's videos. Go to their website, check out their guides, check out their targets or their combos they got laid out so far. Just go ahead and give Gamer Escape some love. With all that being said, peace, keep it easy, and have a good day.